Hey, hello, how are you? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Mark. How you getting on today? Welcome back, welcome back. Last episode, I said I know exactly what we're gonna do when we start off today, and I meant it. And when I say I actually know what I'm doing, I mean I have an idea in my head on what I'm gonna do, but I'm not actually sure what I'm gonna do, if that makes any sense at all. What do I need? Do I only have 7 copper left? I genuinely might just steal some of this, you know. Now, I know I do have these fields of copper, and I do have them for a reason, because I do want them to oxidize, but if I want to build them, and I actually want to see them oxidize over time, well, then I can't just leave them out in the field to actually turn blue on their own, can I? Look, Mr. Pig, you're cute and all, but in the future, I'm probably going to be hungry. Now, I've had a really fun idea, and I think it'll look quite good. Just need to actually size it up right. It's a 2x5, give or take. Well, actually, no, it's a 3x5. But, how far would we need to go here? Is there a block over there? There is. Perfect. This tree is reluctantly going to have to go down. We'll plant another one in your honor, I promise. Then, where will we be? So it's one over, so it's not there. It's this block here. Let's dig this back a little bit, just like we did on the other side. Everything looks perfect. We're off to a flying start. I kind of want them to be on pedestals, but I'm not really sure how I want that to look. Give me a wee second. So upon making the little pedestals for what I'm going to be making, I found myself saying a sentence I never thought I would ever say in my life. I might not have enough copper. Now, obviously, I have plenty on me here, except I've made most of it into the cut copper. And the idea in my head, I don't think would look brilliant if all of it is the cut copper. So even though it's the better looking block, I find myself actually needing to get the more boring of variants. So I just figured you might actually enjoy knowing what I'm up to, so I'm gonna go grab some copper and any of this coal, because I mean, who doesn't need coal? And I'll see you back in the compound sometime. All right, let's make a start, and if we don't have enough, we don't have enough. I've got some more smelting downstairs, so hopefully this will actually get us close to maybe one of them. I'm also building with copper. That is just down to the fact I really want to watch it oxidize over time. I think it'll be really cool to watch happen in the background of videos. I was correct. I have absolutely nowhere near enough. They're meant to be this big. Am I sure that I'm doing this right? Whoops, not like that. A little bit more like that. That's better. And then that and that. Good start so far. Actually, with that being said, can these not be turned into steps? Hold on. My mind is currently being blown. Oh, wow. Wait, can they not be turned into half slabs either? Oh, I didn't know that at all. How weird. Why can these not be made into stairs and slabs? How bizarre. Gotta be sure to give them their little feet. That doesn't look right there, so those will have to be flipped upside down. A little something like that. Now, so far, is that looking good? I think so. It's a bit weird looking at it with a copper color, but once it's actually oxidized, I think it'll look quite cool. So just bear with me. I promise it'll look good. I actually take that back. I promise absolutely nothing. This is the bit that I never know if it's actually right. That looks fine. Yeah, possibly. I will be honest. If I had known that you couldn't use blocks of copper to make stairs and half slabs, I maybe would have put the cut copper and the actual blocks of copper the opposite way, maybe? I don't know. Let's just finish this first and we'll decide if we like it or not in a wee minute. And is that right? Are their noses really that big? Yeah, actually, no, that looks, yep, never mind. I guess their noses are just gargantuan. Then I need another, this is where it's gonna get confusing, because I definitely assumed you could make the copper blocks into half slabs, but the top of his head is gonna be a little bit different, because it's gonna have to be a mishmash of textures. A little something like that. Kinda looks like hair. Now, I know they are big baldies, but I mean, you know, my statues can have some kind of hair texture, alright? It's not my fault my statue has a toupee. Does that look good? This tree is now just in the way. How did I not account for that? Anyway, does that look good? I actually do think that looks quite good. And I think as it oxidizes over time and slowly turns blue, I think that's perfect, you know? And I actually don't think that the actual copper blocks to the cut copper actually looks bad. I actually think that looks really good. Yeah, I think that's actually perfect. Do we keep this tree here? I think we do. I think this is an OG tree. You can just be slightly blocked because you'll just go there. Yeah, that'll be perfect. Now, like quite a lot of other things in my world, I did kind of think to myself, maybe I've got this one wrong, but I really don't think I did. I think the copper looks excellent. The size, the design, the actual texture and everything, I think it looks excellent. I think now as they slowly oxidize and they turn to different colors, and then when they finalize and become blue, I think they're gonna look phenomenal. You can give them eyes using banners. Yeah, good idea. Yeah, let's do that. Let me get that set up for you. So I've tried to give them eyes, and I can't quite put my finger on it, but this one just doesn't look right. I'm really not 1,000,000% sure what it is, because I'm about 90% sure that is the design. It just, I don't know, something doesn't look right. And then, I mean, then there's this one. And, yeah, he's all, can't even look at him. Yeah, that's not right. I'm pretty sure you can tell it's not right. Oh my god, there's a lot of phantoms above me. Go away! I need to stop AFKing at the creeper farm before I record. I think you can very easily tell there's something not right with that face. fix. But I'm not really sure what, because I don't think I had this problem before. Well, actually, I know for a fact I had this problem before, but I do remember fixing it. I think he looks a little bit too cross-eyed. Oh, I actually have made these as well. Let's try these out. And plop you there. Oh my god, no, he looks terrified. Holy hell. Right, no, absolutely not. If you've been here before, you know this is not my first time making these guys. I'm about 90% sure it was episode 1, because here's the thumbnail. Look at it, it's glorious. Well, I think I'm just gonna have to go and look at that real quick, because I don't want them to be cross-eyed or terrified. I'll see you in the creative. So this has been very helpful, and well, also not very helpful at the exact same time. The eyes, I don't know, is this the way that we have them in the other world? Are these more half and half? Maybe that's what I need to do, but I don't actually know how I've done that. So I think I've got it right, but I've also somehow got it wrong. I'm not sure, but I think my own stupidity is stopping me making this look good. One of the other things though, it's actually given me other designs that we could do, but no, yeah, that's just a half slab. Those are stairs. Button, that wouldn't have the design there. Would that be quite good? Could I give one of them a crown? Oh, when they turn blue, what if we gave them a waxed copper crown and the crown would still stay orange and would actually look like a crown? Interesting. That could be fun. How have I done that? That's the eyebrow, that's the block, that's just all a block, and then yeah, it is just half slabs and stairs. Oh, I could do that very easily. Okay, let's keep that in mind. Would one of them look good with horns? Probably not. It wouldn't really make sense. Also, ignore the nether wart brick here. I don't know what it was, but at the time, I think this looked good. Right now, it just, I don't know, it just kind of looks like my man's got eczema. I'm really not happy with the color palette. I love the design, but I really don't actually like the finished product here. This one is very cool. This dude really, I like him a lot, but I just don't think we have the color palette necessary to actually use the copper. Well, actually, no, because you don't get copper fence posts, so we would have to make that of something else. But we could just put a wreath around one of them, and he could look kind of Greek. I don't know if it would actually work properly, because it wouldn't be the actual, like, old Greek marble. But that could still be kind of cool. I think we can definitely give him a crown, and one of them could have armor. So how have I done this? It's all the exact same. I think a goat just headbutted a chicken. I think I just heard it go, "Mah!" I'm getting distracted looking at my old builds. How have we done that? Stair, half slab. Stair, half slab. That would just have to be cut copper. I think that actually, yeah, that's meant to be like that. So it looks like he's actually holding it. This would need to be something different. I don't actually know what would go, but that's something to think about. Let's go give one of our guys a crown and let's go fix their eyes. Look, I don't know. There's something still not right about them. They're now, I can't quite put my finger on it, but the eyes are a little bit, well, I don't know. They're a little bit just like, hello? Kind of looking. And if that doesn't make sense to you, then honestly, I don't know how else to describe them. Now, do we think purple's gonna get the crown or do we think blue's gonna get the crown? I'm thinking purple because purple's quite a regal color. But do I remember how to make the crown off the top of my head? Not really. But goodness only knows what we're actually gonna end up with here. That there, that there. That's already starting to oxidize, so that was quite fast. That there, that there. And what was the middle block? I have a picture on my phone. Excuse me one moment. I have a picture from the side. Why am I that useless? No. I remember now. The middle block was just another block, but then it had a button on it. And what color would go quite well? Surely the warped wood would look quite good. That actually does remind me. I want 3 buttons. I want to do that. Can I fly up out of this hole? Yes, I can somehow. My goodness, I'm actually an amazing pilot. Right, come here. And then put that there. Ow. Oh, and I can't hit that block. That is just outstandingly dreadful. But right now, don't get me wrong, I know that looks, actually, that doesn't look terrible at all. That actually, yeah, that looks quite good. I'm actually really happy with that. Yeah, perfect. Cool, great, right, he's got a crown. Brilliant. Right, that'll stay like that. When they turn blue, that'll blend in a little bit more, but give it a little bit more texture, right? That's great. Now, because the trapdoors didn't work at the Guardian farm, doesn't mean buttons won't. So let's go test that out real quick. It is so loud in my ears here, I will try and keep this short and sweet. I'm not 100% sure about the buttons. I can't lie. I don't really know. Here, for example, look, he just, where am I going? Sometimes they seem to absolutely flood through like that, but then sometimes they do just way up the top. I don't really know, but as far as I can tell, the buttons aren't doing the same thing as the trapdoors. So for right now, at least, they might as well stay. I don't really see the point in removing them because it's either working the same or, I don't know, maybe a little bit better. So, I mean, you know, no harm, no foul. I have also finally got my rear in gear and I have decided to actually set up the collection system. Everything is working totally fine. My goodness, the confusion I had with this, because this side I had built with blocks, so it looks normal. Over here, I completely forgot I had built with half slabs, so it doesn't look as normal. And because it's back to front, I had to put this back to front. Honestly, I'm really glad I wasn't recording it, because there would be a lot of bad words to cut out. This seems to be working totally fine. I've been editing the video, and the more I think about it, the more I think the statue would look really good in some armor. While these guys just died, let me just tell you my thought process. Due to my creative world, the armor was made of dark prismarine, and it was looking good because obviously this block was complemented quite well. But when the copper oxidizes, what color is it going to be? Well, it's going to be pretty much this. So honestly, the dark prismarine, it might look all right. Alternatively, what I think could be a good idea. It wasn't until I edited it, I actually forgot I said I was going to wax the crown to keep it copper. So we have the color change, and it actually still looks like a crown. What if we did that with the armor? What if you had copper armor with a blue statue? That could also look kind of cool. All right, that's enough standing around and explaining things. Let me grab some XP, let me grab some prismarine, and I'll see you back at the base, and we can continue making these cool looking statues. So before we start the armor, look, all the copper is now oxidized. We've gone from getting one oxidized block every episode to getting one field worth of oxidized copper an episode. I'm genuinely curious how long it would have taken my setup to get this far, because I currently think I'm actually out of copper, so I'm actually gonna have to find something to do with this stuff. Now, before we start working on the armor, I think I have a little bit of the crown to fix, because me being the idiot that I am, I completely forgot we were actually gonna keep this all oxidized. That should... Crowns have a hole in the middle, right? So when that turns blue, that'll be like the top of his head, yeah? Yes, that's correct. I missed my dirt pillar. How did that do that? Now, is there any way to tell just from the visuals if they're actually waxed or not? Because I think I got all of them, but just being the person that I am, I very easily might have missed one. Come up here, let's have a quick look. Is there anyone new here? Does anyone look like they've not got a job? Are there any children? No? I think we're good. Apparently, the most likely cause for the villagers is them actually having just a full inventory of food, and the only way to get rid of it, well, it's to actually get rid of them, and that's a little bit too harsh for my liking. So for the time being, I don't really know what we're gonna do. I guess we just play it by ear and actually see what happens. Now, I need to try and remember how this is designed. Trying to do this from memory, just because of who I am, is probably gonna be quite tough. But hopefully, I'll remember. So those two have been done. That's now been done. I really want that copper block. Come here, you. Now, have I already polished that? It would appear so, because it won't let me do it again. Now, I want to say it's like that. That like that. So I would then assume that would be like that. For now, these are going to look a little bit messy and a little bit jumbled up and a little bit clunky. But as they start to oxidize, and then these guys don't oxidize, everything should kind of hopefully work out. But at this point, it's kind of a waiting game. Fortunately, I think I just have to try and trust my instincts and hope for the best. Now, in the other one, I had done his eyebrow kind of the same color as the armor. Now, I can't remember if that was just for the aesthetic or if I was envisioning him having eyebrow armor. But in my creative world, I think it looked quite good, so I think we'll do it here. And then the worst thing that'll happen is we just have to do it again. By the point that these have all oxidized, I would hope that I've managed to actually get more copper. I think that's wrong. I think it's meant to be up. Does that look more like it? Very hard to tell, seeing as everything's the same color. Maybe I would have been better giving him armor later on. Right, does that look... No, that's not right at all. I was really hoping I'd get away with not having to go into my creative world. But I must admit, I'm really struggling here. I need to get rid of all these. That was just a mistake. Does the guy in my creative world not have this half slab here? Is that what's throwing me off? Surely not, because then that means he wouldn't have a head. I'm gonna have to go check. Oh, I'm livid. Oh, that's exactly what it is. He doesn't have the extra blocks in his forehead. No wonder I was getting so confused. Ah, livid. So why doesn't he have a forehead? Why did I think that was a good idea? Obviously, I mean, that was part of the design. But honestly, why has it caused me so much confusion? Could have avoided all that by not being an idiot. Right, that should be everything that needs to be waxed. Now, just need to get myself some prismarine walls. Well, actually, that's not true at all, is it? Now, actually, I need to try and remember how his hand goes. I think it's like that, and then we remove that, do that. Does that look... I mean, that's what it was, but does that look natural? What if it was like... It looks like his hand is out to the side. Oh, that looks 10 times better. Why did I never try that? Now, grab you. Absolutely no idea how many I need, so let's just... Yeah, 21. It's my lucky number. I refuse to believe it's more than that. And if it is, then the game's lying to me. I worry that these statues aren't going to look as good until they do oxidize. Which means I probably should have grabbed a thumbnail before I actually started adding the armor to this guy. But c'est la vie. How will this go? Oh, because it's a fence and a wall. It doesn't. Oh, that's glorious. Oh, phenomenal. How far do we want this to go up? To the eyebrow? Yeah, because then that'll stay copper and then, yeah. Right. Oh, that's perfect length. Yeah, no, that's great. Oh, phenomenal. Oh, he looks great. I will be honest with you, though. It would have been kind of cool if they had both had the armor, both had the staffs, because then they would have been like the Guardians going in. But ask me if I care. No, I don't. He's got a crown. He has a staff and armor. That's gonna look, hopefully, really, really cool. Speaking of really cool, the Scarecrow is phenomenal. Now, when I say this, I truly mean it. I didn't mean for these to take up the whole episode, but my ineptitude has just carried me to the 15-minute mark. I thought these would maybe be a 4 to 5 minute project, 7 or 8 at the most, which would mean they were half the episode and would move on to something else. I mean, granted, I have absolutely no idea what we would move on to. I didn't exactly have anything planned, but I could never envision me having so much trouble actually building these bad boys. Just before I forget, upon editing, I did see that the back of this statue is also classed as armor. So that, and that are now all waxed, so he should look quite good from the back. So we do have to wrap up. I really do hope you still have enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoy the way these guys look, and I hope you really enjoyed seeing my thought process while trying to build them and try and remember them, as well as another sneak peek into my creative world, because it's kind of cool. I can't lie. So as always, if you've liked the video, you can, you should, and I do ask you to like the video. We also need names for these guys before I forget, so if you have any suggestions, honestly, let me know. Also, just took a lateral flow test, still negative. I'm still good. Just throwing that in there because I've been coughing all video and it's made the editing process absolutely diabolical because I keep thinking I'm going to say something and then all I hear is either me sniffing or me coughing. Also, if you are new here, you get videos every 2 days. I am managing to stick to that, but also, look at the statues. When I walk back and forth from here, it looks like they blink. Wild. Honestly, videos every 2 days. If you like today, you get another one then. If you didn't like today, come back in a couple of days' time, see if you like that one. And then, honestly, if you still don't like me, then thanks for giving me a try. I'm sorry it didn't work out. So having said that, and with that being said, I hope you stay out of trouble. You don't do anything I wouldn't do. And I'll see yous later. I miss you, peace.